Alright guys, what's up? Welcome back to the May vlog series. As you guys might have known, this is episode number 3. We're going to be doing all corporate in this video, as you guys know from the thumbnail. This, again, is the week of madness. The theme was doing 18 events over the course of 10 days. We are going to jump right back into this video. This one's going to be all the corporate events. We had a wedding. We went all the way to Midwest up in Milwaukee. Just now getting back, we're jumping into corporate. We set up a whole corporate event the day before. I didn't film any of that. Now we're going the day of. We're going to go do a corporate production in the morning, and we're going to go do a corporate production in the afternoon. Let's go. Now me and OJ, about to head out to downtown Greensboro with the new van, 102. And here we are. This looks like a leftover sound array from something else, but we setting it up. I think that's going to be plenty good from up on stage to be able to see. Go up the ocean compliant staircase. You can tell that this club's seen better days. Alright everyone, I didn't get to film a little bit, but just because trying to troubleshoot in-house audio is not fun. But yeah, for some reason they run a Soundcraft board, well they run a Midas into a Soundcraft board into the system. We tried to integrate with theirs, we got two lapels just running into it. Got the Rodecaster, basically was running a recording and also live streaming it back to another computer. Just running some iTunes right now, but had the whole presentation up over here. So that's running up to the screens, but that's routing into splitter. Got some SDIs, we got a camera up top. The camera's off now, but yeah. A lot of tech integration and it's not easy and not fun. Really wish we would have brought our own audio board and honestly our own speakers. It would have sounded better. So I want to recap a little bit of clarity on what actually happened at that morning corporate event. In-house audio video is not a great thing to work with. We did do a site inspection and everything was working the previous time we were there from an audio perspective. We had some hiccups on our end, but we actually found out after the whole event, after even filming that video, because the speakers sounded just so bad that apparently the night before, one of their amps or their communication lines with the amp racks, etc., blew, and literally all they were sending volume to was the highs. That's it. Only their high amps were running. The subs were off because their sub send broke yesterday. So they took the midline and ran it to the subs. So all I was getting was sub and tweeter, no mid-range. What does all vocal quality come from? The mid-range. We literally could have set that up faster and had zero issues if we would have just brought two freaking speakers, just two 12-inch tops and our own audio board, because they were also, their Midas board had its own little quirks and issues that were happening. Like it was not cooperating. It's a very old, dated. And the fact that they run the Midas board into the sound, like this is how it's routed. Literally, the Midas board, the Midas rack on the back goes into the Soundcraft, and then the Soundcraft then converts to analog and goes and sends signal to the back to the amps that are completely dated, and they're not JBL or Crown amps, but they're running JBL speakers. Yeah, well. Back to the vlog where we get to go to a corporate event in the afternoon where we control everything and we're using all the latest and greatest best things that we use. So, back at Legacy Stables. Like I said, we set this all up yesterday and I didn't really get a chance to film. I'm a hitchhiker. Look, I get a ride. Tom just got me. I'm gonna hitchhike. We're gonna be here multiple times this week, actually. And we here. Rocking and rolling. Alright guys, like I said yesterday, or earlier, God, I can't keep the day straight. There's literally events going on every day. It's like we're in the middle of it. Tomorrow's Apex Prom. Saturday, we're back here for another corporate production. Sunday, I have a wedding. Monday, we're downtown Taker Center, another production. May is crazy. The end of April into May is crazy. We're working with Ronald McDonald House production. Got some monograms going. So maybe I'll provide a little more education background on corporate AV today. One, headsets. One, it's beautiful because you don't have to scream across the room to get each other's attention. Two, these ones always get noise canceling ones. And three, these foam pad ones, these are foam. I don't like the ones that seal off. The ones that seal off are actually harder for us to hear each other, or more just to hear the ambient noise. You know, for the audio techs, it's the foam ones are better. If you have a camera operator, the sealed off ones are better. But these come with both. These are Hollyland. It is a women's line event for basically a fundraiser. So over here is the marketplace. So there's a bunch of vendors over here. We have a wireless speaker over there. We got another one over there, and the MC is just kind of walking around talking to people over here. So that allows us to do full coverage audio over there with music beautifully. It sounds awesome. And then in the main room, we have our wired main setup as well. So that is kind of the way our audio is laid out. Speaker on both sides, black speakers on black pipe and drape, blends away, comes, disappears. And then we're running two 12-foot screens in the corners. Those are basically doing all of our video work. I do have it configured that I can actually swap this one out. I'll talk about it in the wiring process, but there's a lot of like triggers and cues in the background, and just in general, corporate AV is a big to do with cues, triggers, run of shows. Us wedding DJs are used to timelines. It's run a show. Corporate AV is all about the run of show for the production. So that right there, that monogram projector that's being shot by that projector right there, pretty dope. And that allows us to pretty much handle all of our logos up there. We can do multiple of those. Asante literally over here DJing, and he was like, dude, I can't hear you. And I'm like, I'm not talking to you, I'm talking to the camera. Both of our screens are rear projection. We're running 6500 lumen projectors. I believe these are Optima. Up to our AV Stumble 12-foot screens. They have dress kits. We have all of our black drapery back here. We have another layer back here that kind of blocks off the entryway to allow people to go up on stage. All of our cases are kind of tucked in down around the other screen. It's kind of the gist of the back world. Nothing too crazy. We have our LD subs, RCF tops. Those are our main sound on both sides. Like I said, you can actually come through. This is open just for catering. They're getting everything set. But this is kind of how people can come up and down the stage. So there's a staircase that leads from the back up in. They can use the podium if they want. We're running a Shure podium mic right here. Pretty straightforward. Some of our MCs are gonna have, this is like a fashion runway and stuff. They're gonna do a little bit of a catwalk to it. No stage lighting tonight. They didn't choose to have it. They can also walk off the stage into the main room if they need to, or come up it. Other set of speakers. So this is a really cool thing. I'm not sure I've shown it on the channel before, but I have shown about wireless audio. So that's how we're running audio to that room over there via a body pack transmitting to two receivers on the backs of both of the LD 28s over there. You also can run podium mics, or any hardwired mic for that matter, off of a body pack. So this right here is it happens to be an X5, but this is a 45 volt upvolt converter. So this plugs in to the body pack, and then this plugs into our podium mic that needs phantom power. And this runs on battery and it lasts forever. This thing is sick. And then we also have a permanent hard power battery in this one. So this is just a AA permanent hard power battery. Pretty dope. Pretty cool though. You can run basically any podium mic you want with that 48 volt upvolt converter. It also does 12 volt too if you need to do 12 volt for a 12 volt mic. But yeah, we got full 48 volts here. Powers the mic properly, but we can run the mic wirelessly to our rig. Now you might be saying, why do you need to run wireless? You're right there. Like, it's not that far. This is a rare venue that I've talked to some corporate AV buddies, and they rarely ever ran into this, but there happens to be a radio tower right there. And if you run anything on any mic input with a XLR cable over 50 feet, you will get interference. It doesn't matter if you run a 100-foot cable, you put two 50s together, it literally will cause interference and you will start picking up the radio frequencies. It's insane, but it's something with the shielding of the cable, so your only option is to either run wireless mics or go digital with Dante. So we opted to go with wireless because our CQ board does not have Dante digital capabilities. Anyways, let's go to the back. This is back world. It's a lot going on today, but the way the Run show is kind of working down, we have a variety of kind of elements. We have a master presentation happening on this laptop right here. This laptop is also running all of our lighting cues. So I got a MIDI out right into a wireless. This is the Both Lighting Transmit Pro, and that is communicating to all of our uplights around the room. These are the S4s, and we can set all of our different color scenes and stuff. And we do have quite a few lighting cues that we're gonna be going through today, and some house lighting cues as well. Camera 1 right here, that's gonna be our main feed. All right, so going back to this, Jesus Christ. Going back to this, camera 1 here is our main program feed coming into here. I also have, not that I need it, but I have the cue clicker hooked up into there just so I don't have to be over there clicking it. I can just click it from here, back and forth, and then I'm good to go. In the Rode Videocaster, you have a couple different options, which is pretty cool. Right now I'm running camera 1 is my main. Camera 3 is actually this iPad's input because I'm doing a heads or tails flip. And what I did was I created a scene in here. So there's scene overlays, so you can split between scenes and basically media files. So the scene, I built out this scene right here that says, let's play heads or tails, which is exactly emulating on the presentation. If I get to it, right here where it says let's play heads or tails. So literally I can go camera 1 and you go cut. So that's what's gonna be on screen. And then I can pull up the heads or tails and it'll literally just overlay right into heads or tails. And then I can actually flip the coin right from the iPad and they'll see it live on the screen. Pretty dope little thing that we're doing right there. You also have media files, of course. So on these media files, I basically have the video, the mission video we're playing later. That's on A. I can cue that up, play the video. On F, I always bring in a hold screen of some sort. So this is just a hold screen that I can pull up for wine, women, and shoes. Basically quick and easy to bring in that. Also, there's a calibration image in here for when we're calibrating our projectors as well. Pretty quick, easy to do. Makes things nice and easy. So then that is pretty much all I'm doing with the main screens. Over here I got 2 additional laptops and also a roll-in switcher. So the output of this Rodecaster Video Pro is going to a HDMI splitter down below. It's splitting out, and then I got a main feed ran with SDI over to that projector. But I also have the main feed running in here to line 1 on the roll-in switcher. And then line 2 here is this projector's feed, or this computer's feed, which is a bunch of pictures because they want to do split screen for the auction. So when we get to the auction, I can split that screen to show the auction images. So the details will be on that screen, images of the auction items will be over here, and of course I can cycle through those images right here of the auction, different items. I have that all set up ready to go right here on that screen. And then I can flip back to the main screen. The third laptop here, and I have this linked to my mouse to make it easy, but this is vMix, which is basically a virtual video switcher. So I'm really running 3 video switchers tonight. Pretty crazy. But this video switcher has all of my monogram logos. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different monograms that I'm gonna be shooting to that projector tonight. So I basically just have an HDMI cord running straight into this computer. That's a secondary screen. So that way I can literally just come here and we can cut to like goodnight, we can cut to goodnight, and it swaps the monogram file real quick and easy, and then I can cut back to Ronald McDonald. Nice and easy, just like that. So that's kind of just a little bit of background on the video world, the lighting world, and then over there is audio world. So Pretty much, we like using our audio world as because we're never really in front. We're never really actually in front of house. So we run it all on tablets with the Allen & Heath CQ18. Yeah. So OJ's got it up on the tablet there, but for the most part, that thing just stays in there. We got 4 Audio-Technica mics all racked into that. We also have the drive rack. That's how we're able to split our audio output. So one channel is linked to the speakers in here, the other one's linked to the speakers on the far side, so we can individually control the music and audio on both sides. Up there is the body pack that's transmitting 300 feet all the way across the room to the speakers on the other side flawlessly. And then we got Asante over here DJing. Got the Rev one. Of course, he bought the gold one. You know, he had to be a little flashy. He's like, it was $350. But yeah, he's mixing all the music, and we have a lot of audio cues for different items. His feed is running into a DI box, which then runs into our main feed. And shout out Jetpack, we have the boosters, the Jetpack boosters pack, raising up his decks so he can actually, you know, be able to DJ and stand up at the same time, because this is a low table. We got a variety of additional things on the table, but we got hard power right here for the body pack transmitting. We got some of these power hubs. These things are sick. Right there is our pointer cue. But yeah, everything looks clean. Everything looks seamless on the table. Here's a little back view of all this stuff. Got a nice power strip right here. Got an HDMI splitter all set up there. Got these are anchor like docking buses that we hook up a lot of different things in, so that way there's only like one input actually going into the computer. That's the DI box that's hooked into the Rode, so that way the video from the audio, or from the video's audio, runs into there. Oh, you getting aggressive. He dropping low this early, okay. Even Laura's like, what? What are we doing? What is going on? There's a TP-Link router in there. Patch panel by NLFX, pretty dope. A lot of people ask me about this speaker combination with the LD18 and the RCFs. All I can say is amazing, bang for your buck. Because that right there is about the same price as the LD Systems Maui 44 G2s. And it kicks ass. Got some striker tape down while I was off camera. I highly recommend you guys get some striker tape, especially because this is all gonna be kind of dark back here, and there's gonna be models running through here. So there's gonna be models running through with heels, so I want them to be able to see where everything is, where it's all taped down, so that way they don't trip on accident. And they can also see the edges of the stage when it's dark. Put one over there too so they don't fall, but yeah. Let me go show you guys the monitor in the lobby too. So outside we got some sponsorship from BMW. Everybody's taking some photos, Forsyth Magazine. Right here is our video poster board. So this is pretty slick. It's a new thing we've been offering a lot, but it's basically a graphic video. This is basically a monogram video. We created it in horizontal format, and that all is just a 60-inch TV. So all it is a 60-inch TV on its side on a gravity stand, and have the event schedule. There's a little attention message for all of our guests about their bidding numbers and having their credit card ready to register for all the awesome fundraisers we're doing. But yeah, looks a little hard to see, but it's actually pretty clear when you get close to it and if you're in person.
We're here to raise money for a really good cause. Thank you so much for coming out. We're going to have fun, music, the prizes. We're going to have a fashion show. Of course, in just a few minutes, we start live with auctions. So make sure you know how to bring up cards and examples for that.
And just like that, it's a wrap on the corporate event. We're tearing down what we can. We're kind of like hybrid tearing down because there are some people in here playing some music still. Getting up lights, we leave the screens up for the time being. But yeah, but this is the corporate AV rack. Basically, all these drawers contain all the stuff you saw on here, except for the laptops, of course. But yeah, basically it all breaks down into here. It's been very convenient because we are the in-house provider for this venue, so pretty much handles all of our needs from audio and video perspective. And we just kind of hybrid in all the video and audio stuff that we need. Or we can take this to bigger events if we need it. But we have like multiple racks now built out. This is kind of this is the big rack that handles all the video and the audio at once. And then we have a smaller one that just does audio. We got some micro audio package stuff. But yeah, we've been kind of building out our rigs and our arsenal with all audio Allen heat boards, using the Rode video casters for all of our video stuff. And then we have some roll-in boards as well for some micro stuff in between when we need to do some switching. But we love the Allen Heath system, our audio technical mics, and yeah. Got my Pelican back here. This is a little Volt thing. All my random knickknacks and stuff that I bring for these corporate events. But yeah, gonna keep breaking down. Conveniently though, we're back here. Well, Marcel's is actually back here for a wedding tomorrow. And then Sunday, we have another corporate. And we have minimal overlap on our gear, so I can actually leave most of it here. But let me tell you, all the DJ events 100% start after this. It's all broken down, and we get to leave everything over here in the corner. Here's what a corporate AV production looks like for the most part. Facades, cable totes, speakers, pipe and drape, extra chairs, screen, power tote, corporate AV tote, more drape, clips, headsets, sandbags. Pretty much all we're taking back, because all of that's going to get used again on Sunday. It's a little less pipe and drape, but it's easier just to leave all of it here than to take some of it back, and it's just easier to transport it all at once. More to come in this series. Apex Prom is going to be the next one, followed by an Arabic Latin wedding that I did on Saturday of that week. We did this really cool fashion show in downtown Greensboro at our Tanger Center Performing Arts Center. Cool marble staircase in the middle one. We got 12 wash lights on the side providing the runway dance floor. Uplighting around the room. We got some TV integration for some sponsorships, and then audio, of course. But that is all for this video. And yeah, see you guys in Apex Prom and the wedding coming up next. More content to come. Let's go.